And of course, coming back to parents again, the reason why we have the parents that we have anyway, usually again, if you look at it from a point of view of rebirth and karma, it is because we had attachments and desires for these parents in the past life. We are the reason why we have those parents. And then it does not make much sense to actually complain about the parents we have. In a way, we chose those parents ourselves. So then how can we really complain about having the parents that we have? And of course, lastly, people are just people. It doesn't matter which parents you have in the world. All parents are going to have their flaws. It's not going to help you very much to change the parents you had to somebody else, because they're going to have different flaws. They're going to have something else that wasn't right. You may be miserable in a different way, but that's about the only change you're going to have. So ultimately, it is the wrong track to go down. It's a dangerous track to go down to try to blame our parents for our problems. Instead, we have to forgive them for their human frailties. We have to accept that our parents are human beings just like everybody else. This, of course, can be difficult. It's one of those processes of growing up in the world to understand that your parents are just human beings like everybody else. And we have to accept them, and we have to forgive them for their frailties, absolutely, fully, unconditionally. And then we can start to move on towards gratitude. So then the next thing, once you have actually overcome this idea of blaming your parents, is to understand the great importance that parents have for us in life, how incredibly significant they are for us, for our existence, for who we are. And you often know that when a child gets born into a family, parents will often say that their whole time basically is occupied with this child. Their whole life revolves around this child. It's almost as if their own life sort of disappears into the background, and now they become like a slave for this child that has come into the world.